Hi, Melissa Deweese here. Today we have positive news. It's always fun to talk about positive things in insurance. Unfortunately, we're always talking about what could happen, mitigating risk, which means we have to talk about worst case scenarios, emergency rooms and accidents and death and dismemberment, ambulance, all that stuff. However, today we're going to talk about saving small businesses money. And for those of you that are in Arizona, that are a startup business or a business that's new to health insurance, or you're just looking into health insurance for the first time, this is the perfect video for you. This is a perfect starting point, because we're going to talk about how the state of Arizona is giving money to businesses that are starting health plans, and realize that many small businesses are not aware of this tax credit. I'm trying to get more information out. Hopefully businesses that are looking for health insurance will find this video and be able to save some money. If you know any employers that are in Arizona that are not offering health insurance yet, or are possibly looking to offer health insurance in the future, please forward this video to them so at least they are aware that they can get thousands of dollars back in tax credits from the Arizona Department of Revenue. So stick around to the end. We're going to go over all of the qualifications, although there aren't very many. It's a pretty simple process, believe it or not. And if you have any questions, I've got a link down below. You can schedule an appointment with me. I have a caveat. You do have to complete a questionnaire before I will meet with you, but the link is there and it's fairly easy, and it's a fairly short questionnaire. So let's get into it. I am coming to you today with some awesome information for those of you that are out in Arizona. All right, so let's jump right in here. Many of you know ACA, Obamacare, the Affordable Care Act came out in 2010. This tax credit for Arizona is not that. We're talking about something completely different. Arizona has its very own specific tax credit for small businesses. And this specific Arizona tax credit started in 2006. So even before healthcare reform came out. So Arizona was first, and the ACA or Obamacare tax credit, again, like I said, it's very specific. It has to do, you have to have 25 full-time equivalents. The average pay has to be less than $50,000 a year. Of course, that was back in 2014, and that's adjusted for inflation. So that's somewhere around $27,000 now. And you get 50% of the total cost for employee only, and you have to enroll on through the exchange, which many employers don't want to do. The Arizona tax credit is so much less complicated. It is simple. It's available to small businesses. A small business is less than 25 employees, which includes part-time and full-time. You've been in business for at least 1 year, and you've never offered health benefits before. So if you fall into that category, all you do is apply at the Arizona Department of Revenue, and I have this link right here. I will also put it down below, and I'll also have a link if you want to contact me for an appointment. I've got that link down below as well. Once you are approved for this tax credit, you can get $83 per month per employee for single coverage, and anyone that enrolls with at least one dependent, you get $250 a month to help subsidize the cost for health insurance. And each year you'll get a notice. So you get a renewal notice for this tax credit, and you can get this tax credit for up to 3 years as a business that is new to offering health insurance. Okay, so what's the downside? What I have found is that when we click on this link and we go to azdor.gov/tax credits, it will say you need to click on the small business info. This is not for an individual tax credit. This is specifically for small businesses of 25 employees and under. And it will say that funds are not available. It has said funds are not available for years. Basically, as soon as the funds are available, they will flag you for this money. Once you are approved, I hear right now it's taking about 2 weeks to hear back on whether or not you're approved, or if you've been put on a waiting list for the assignment of this tax credit. As soon as you are approved, you have 90 days to enroll onto a plan, which is the perfect amount of time for you to get out there, shop around, find a broker, look at all of the plans, and find one that fits into your budget. Now keep in mind, it usually takes about 30 days to get through underwriting. So once you do choose a plan, so give yourself about 30 days to find a broker, another couple of weeks to look at plans and pick a plan, and then at least 30 days to get all the information to underwriting. Now, once you get the information to underwriting, most carriers want 50% of your employees that are eligible to enroll on the health insurance. They want at least 50% contribution from the employer for the employee-only rate. So if the employee-only rate is $300, the insurance company wants you to contribute at least $150 a month for that coverage. We can get composite rating even for small businesses for as low as 2 employees. So really, to qualify for this, even if you just have 2, 3, 4, 5 employees, you should certainly take advantage of this. Wow, this really helps small businesses. I'm just really excited to share this. I thought a lot of people in Arizona knew about this, and I have learned that the news really hasn't been distributed to small businesses, and so I wanted to make this video to make sure that more of you are aware that this small business tax credit is a fairly low barrier to entry. You do not have to go through the federal ACA tax credit and wait for it to show up on your tax return. You don't have to go through an exchange to get the money. Like with the federal dollars, you do have to go through an exchange. With this program, you can pick the plan that you want, and you have a lot more flexibility, and you get $1,000 per year for single coverage, and up to $3,000 a year for any of your employees that are enrolling at least one or more dependent, including themselves, of course. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer any of those questions. However, I do require a questionnaire to be completed ahead of time, and I've got that link down below. So this is that website, Arizona Department of Revenue. This is the link that I provided in a previous screen, and it's very clear here. It says the health insurance premium tax credit is a tax credit for participating health insurance company that enrolls qualified small businesses who were not previously covered by health insurance. The credit amount is passed on to the small business in the form of reduced premium, so it shows up on your bill. You don't have to wait for your tax refund to take advantage of this tax credit, which really helps with cash flow, which is very important for small businesses. The credit is based on a total of $1,000 per year for single coverage and $3,000 per year for family coverage, or 50% of the annual premium, whichever is less. Small business applicants. For the small business to qualify, they must have been in existence in Arizona for at least 1 year, not have provided health insurance to their employees for at least 6 consecutive months prior to submitting an application, and had at least 2, but not more than 25 employees during the most recent calendar year. The number of employees include full-time and part-time, and employees that are not eligible for benefits. If there is no money available under the $5 million credit limit when the application is received, qualified applicants will be placed on a waiting list. Money is released throughout the year, and a certificate will be issued when money becomes available. To remain eligible for this credit, the applicant is ineligible to enroll in health insurance until money becomes available and a certificate is issued. When funds are available, a certificate of eligibility will be issued to qualified applicants. The business then has 90 days to obtain coverage with a participating health insurance company, and sounds like they all participate, or the certificate will expire. The expiration date will be noted on the certificate. The expiration date refers to when coverage must be obtained, meaning that the health insurance company has processed the application and issued a group number for health insurance coverage. Thus, an effective date after the 90 days is acceptable as long as the group number was issued by the 90-day expiration date. This is a one-time opportunity to participate in this program. If health insurance coverage is not obtained within 90 days, the certificate will expire and a second certificate will not be issued anytime in the future. The certificate of eligibility should be passed on to your health insurance company at the time you apply for coverage. The certificate confirms your business is eligible to participate in this program, and the health insurance company will report your enrollment to establish the tax credit. Renewal applications. Renewal applications will be mailed to the business approximately 90 days before their renewal date. Funds will be reserved for a second or third year renewal based on the number of employees enrolled in the previous year. A request to increase the number of employees will be placed on a waiting list. If money becomes available prior to the renewal date, a revised certificate will be issued for the requested increase. The business can select a different health insurance company on the effective date of the renewal. However, if the business will forfeit any unused balance of reduced premiums if they transfer to another insurance company in the middle of the year. So you're committing to a full year. Awesome news for Arizona small businesses that are looking to offer health insurance to their employees. You get $1,000 for single coverage per employee and up to $3,000 for an employee plus one or more dependents. This is a great way to start any program, especially for small businesses, and it helps with cash flow that you do not have to wait until the end of the year or until you file your taxes to get the tax credit. It will be put onto your invoice with your insurance carrier. $23 for a single individual and up to $250 for an employee plus at least one or more dependents. So again, if you have any questions, I have a link down below and you can schedule an appointment with me. The only caveat is you do have to complete a questionnaire ahead of time. I look forward to speaking with you and we'll see you next time.
One more thing. If you're a client, thank you so much. I love you. I appreciate all the testimonials that have been rolling in. Also, if you're not a client, I have a link down below for an application, a questionnaire. Once completed, we can hop on the phone together, probably about a 30-minute phone call to see if I can help you. Again, I appreciate you hanging out until the end, and I'll see you next time.